First round of Blitz, St. Louis Grand Chess Tour 2024. And what could be more entertaining than watching Hikaru Nakamura playing MVL in Blitz and Nordebek Prague, Nepomniachtchi Wesley, Fabi Levon, Ali Reza with Lenier, if this one pronounced correctly. Okay. And also we are streaming on TikTok and Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Did I miss any? Something like 4 or 5 platforms, probably the biggest ones, and that's okay. And in the meantime, because it's like 14 minutes, 39 seconds or something, I think we'll do a couple of puzzles together. Or if you guys played something lately and you want to share, you don't have a problem with that, you could either tell me your username and I will go to your archive and look through the games you played, or I'll just simply, if you give me the link or a PDF or something, I'm happy to look through. Hey, Simpson. Yeah, I'm functional and doing things the best possible. And I hope you do too. Well, my friend, I hope everything's fine with yourself and you keep going. And every now and then maybe you enjoy what you're doing. Okay, or maybe more often. So, before Hikaru does the blitz and the rest of the gang and look at the names and the fixtures, I think we could do like some puzzles, trick or something, just to keep ourselves busy for the next 12 minutes, that is. Okay, puzzle rush. Well, I'm not sure how fast I can be, but I can definitely discuss some of the stuff I'm personally seeing. So that's a back rank, and again, a back rank mating too, with the biggest delay that white can play, and another opposition back rank and things. Let me see, back ranks again. What have we got in here? Sort of background again and again. All right, so we got at least a couple of, and as the puzzles progress, they do become more and more difficult. Okay, what to do? We've got a pawn majority here, and we'll create a pass pawn. Yeah, we definitely create a pass pawn here. That should be promoting and stuff. Queen on rook, battery, that is the case. White to play. Probably I'll go this way in order to push the pawn. Okay, that guy is defended, but this check is not defended. Is it a smothered mate here, Simpson? I wonder. Yeah, I think that was a smothered mate type of checkmate. Let's do it this way. Check first, and now we sacrifice the queen, and we deliver the checkmate. What have we got here? It's a rook and queen. Nah, it's just queen directly. Okay, what am I doing? Is it bishop something? Is it check here? Oh yeah. Oh boy, oh boy. That was close. That was just close to making an error. I think it's a rook sacrifice. And then checkmate eventually. Critical f7, critical f7 again and again. The f7 weakness. We all know of it. Okay, so what do we do now? Hey, wait a minute. Where's the checks? It's gotta be a king and then we push, right? If we push now, we push directly because then, yeah, of course. Now we takes and takes, would say Nakamura, right? Takes and takes, would say. Next one, where's the killer move? I wonder. Should be here. Now, what do we do? Checks and things. Well, here's a check. I'm just looking for checks, pins, stuff like this. Nothing in particular. And that's the way to do it. What other things? Checks and stuff. Oh, bishop. Apologies. I didn't see the bishop. Oh, whoa. There's another check here. come on. It was the other one, right? Ah, well, next time. Rook sacrifice. Rook sacrifice. And now the heck. Oh yeah. Queen check, queen check, queen check. Rook takes bishop. Okay, what do we do? Taking this guy. Oh no, I'm doing a check, right? I'm doing a check. And then I'll take g2. And then I'll take g2 and I'll take f2. Okay, fine. Fine, fair enough. Cool. What do you want me to do? I can attack queen. I can attack queen and stuff. I don't know. I'll play f6. Okay, now take queen, takes the queen, and I'm in check, mind you. I'm in check. And now take the rook. Okay, that will do a little bit of a tactic. That should work. And come on, this moving forward. What's the deal, mister? Oh, come on. That's a shame. And now, the heck am I supposed to do? Oh, there is a passed guy here. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. And I'm going to push this pawn. That's about it. Okay, cool. Next one, ladies and gents. Is it bishop or is it queen? Which one is it? There's one of these two, right? Okay, that will do. Well, we pushed the pawn. Opposition. Push the pawn. Push the pawn. Push the pawn. That's it. Oh, come on. Where's the skewer, dudes? We need the skewer. Bigger piece in front, lesser piece behind. Hey, you know, yeah, what the heck was the thing? So there was another check here, and yeah, but they would have played this. The whole idea was if we managed to push the king on the H file. So let me pick up the last one, and then we're gonna go. Okay, so, okay, we decided this to protect the pawn, push the pawn, push and push. Fine. Now, how do we do this? Oh, it's opposition. We go queen b1, then king has to go on the h, and then you do check, king steps aside, and you capture the queen. So that's how you do the skewer. Because it's opposition, but I was too slow. I was too slow of a thinker. So check, opposition, king has to play, queen delivers check, king on a step side, whichever, b2, b4, won't matter, and then queen captures queen, and yeah, you're gonna apply the queen and king technique, and checkmate is coming, guaranteed. Okay, how many did I do? 33? Well, as I said, I'm really not the fastest. I try to improve my reaction. So 33, still had 22 seconds left on the clock, but I messed it up here. And yeah, well, what was my personal best? I think on a good day, it was on a good evening, I think. And I managed to do a 39 or 38. 38 or 39. I think so, 38 or 39. And yeah. Yeah, puzzles that you would normally do if it wasn't for those seconds. And yeah. Try to improve my reaction time by doing some bullets, and yeah, because I know I'm actually suffering in the time crisis. I'm actually suffering. The moves really are not the most decent ones. So yeah. Okay. All right, folks. So Hikaru is going to play MVL Blitz in just a few minutes, right? Rapid and Blitz, but it's Blitz this evening. 5 minutes, they start. Get ready, fasten your belts, guys. Look at this. MVL, Hikaru, Nordibek Prague, Nepomniachtchi Wesley, Fabi Levan, Ali Reza, Lenier. Fabulous. The confirm button, actually, Simpson, I've put it in for the rapids. For the rapids I do. I put the confirm button. There also, it's a bit slowing, so probably I should do 15 or 20 minutes or stuff. In the puzzle rush, I don't have confirm button. I think it just goes straight away. You drop the piece, that's it. Some folks say you should be tapping the squares rather than dragging the piece along. That's how some people say. Thank you, my TikTokers, whoever you are, guys, for joining my live stream this evening. I'll be focusing on the masters of the blitzers. And the first one is Pure Fire. Oh, this guy. Oh, by the way, guys, let me show you the schedule. This guy's going to play past midnight. I'm not sure I'm going to do it 4 hours or 5 hours on a screen now. Unless I have like a million viewers or something, which is not going to happen this evening. All right. So look at this, 15th of August, right? Blitz round number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Do you know when it starts, the Blitz round number 9? 11 p.m. GMT, or UK time, how to say, and 11 p.m. So these guys are going to play until midnight and past midnight. If you want to see the interviews after the Blitz rounds, they're going to be midnight, fellas. Depends on exactly where you're residing and things. And they are fighting for, $175,000. I don't know. They need to be taxed, right? So, okay, minus 20% or something. Sugar. Okay. All right. So these are the guys who will be blitzing very soon now. Very soon. 2 minutes, 57 seconds. Should we do just a normal, regular, big headache puzzle for the next 3 minutes or so? Ooh, we can apply the ampersand because I've just noticed black played from the starting line 2 squares down the board. So I can apply ampersand on the AB or CB. Which one is it though? Does it make any difference? I think I should take CB because I'm a bit further away from the king. So if the guy takes, I'm going to move this way and stuff like that. So I think it's an en passant, right? I can't let this guy just moving. Oh, I was lucky. Ooh. And now we do A6. We are outside the promotion square. I mean, the promotion square will not be touched by the black king. And the black knight doesn't have the necessary tempi to stop it. So we're going to go for the promotion. There is a check here, though, so I got to be careful of this. But still, they can't stop nothing, right? I got to be... No, wait. This is the moment, guys, Simpson. This is the moment. I think I must do King E6. King E6. You know why? Because they're going to do this with tempo, then they're going to jump B5. Boom. So if I... Whoa. So A7, right? Okay, knight D6, check. I'm moving whatever I'm moving. No, they can't stop it. Whatever they play, I'm going to push again. Check, goodbye. So I don't think I need to do King E6. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. That was it. I got a little bit scared about the tempo with check. But then again, knight B5, knight C8, and I move away. So I am promoting, queen is coming, and that just wins the game. Okay, I was just about, again, to play the wrong one. As always happens in chess. We got an almighty discovered check here. A very super almighty discovered check. Frankly, I don't know which way to go. I could go this way, because I do not allow G6 escaping. So that forces the black. Well, if the queen blocks, we don't care. We just capture and we're winning. After we play knight E7 check, black king can't move, but only to H4. So how do I win? And then I'm playing the knight G6 check. Then the king goes one more time, and then I have opposition and checkmate in 3 moves with a little bit of a knight's dancing here. So you deliver checkmate in 3 moves, starting with knight e7. Please tell me I'm correct. Yeah, well, I don't care. Yes, exactly. We were right about this one. King's gonna play. What do we do next? We do knight g6. That means the black king, because they can't move close to another, they're gonna have to go h3. And then rook goes h5, and that's just simply checkmate. Hi there, Turbo. Welcome to the chess. We're going to cover now the main chess events, Blitz St. Louis, not Julian Baird. This one was Nakamura, Fabi, Prague, and you name it. Was the big absentee, right? Is Magnus. He was, but Magnus gonna play on 7th of September in Paris with Hans Niemann. I absolutely want to cover that event. I absolutely, definitely. I mean, guys, we gotta see Niemann and Magnus maybe teaching him a lesson. You never know. Or maybe vice versa. You never know. So who are you rooting for, guys? Is it Hans Niemann or Magnus Carlsen? Who do you want to win in Paris? 7th September or 6th September? Oh, I got the dates messed up because I got many other dates at the back of my head. So these guys are supposed to be starting, right? Come on, Hikaru. Come on, dude. Move something. People are waiting for you to prove something. And do not what's the word? Do not underestimate MVL, guys. Do not underestimate MVL. That guy's it is. Oh, when he is in maximum shape and stuff, you don't mess with that guy. So do not underestimate MVL. I mean, probably the likelihood and the stats, the statistics would tell you that. Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's just on kick.com because Simpson is the stream glitching on YouTube. I'm not gonna restart it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna ask some more of my friends or viewers as they come by, and I'm gonna ask them if on Facebook or YouTube is glitching indeed, as you say, it does glitch on kick.com. If it's just one platform, yeah. So of course I'm not gonna restart anything. Yeah. So my main attention is obviously if on the YouTube goes well and Twitch, it's fine. Kick.com, it's their own fault. Or maybe it's your PC set or something. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. If it's good on YouTube, we're gonna stay as we are. Other than that, I'm using the Streamlabs and yeah. I refresh the page. We don't want to miss Hikaru. So we're going to stay with Hikaru and MVL. I mean, that's got to be very entertaining. What kind of blitz are they going to play? Is it 3 minutes or 5 minutes? What kind of blitz are these guys doing? Home. Okay, let me find some text, something about the format of this evening. The blitz, double round robin, 5 and 2. Hey, this is decent, man. 5 minutes and 2 sec increment. Fabulous. So it's not like 3-0, right? You still got 2 seconds in case you get yourself a queen in the last second. You still have the time to actually work out the checkmate. So that's cool. I'm absolutely happy with the format and stuff. Waiting. I'm really, really interested in seeing these guys producing the best chess on the planet. So hi there, TikTokers. Thanks for visiting the stream. I'm going to be focusing on this St. Louis Blitz 2024. These guys will be playing for hours. So round number 9 is around 11 p.m. UK time. So that's going to be like 4 hours of Blitz. Yeah, any committed chess player knows very well that once you start, you barely stop unless the spouse has a crisis or something, and then you have to give up on everything. Okay. Right. Okay, another puzzle then. They haven't moved anything. This one, why to play? Feel free, guys, to make the best suggestion here. So there is a check right here. There is another check with the queen, that is on f6 or c5. If I go c5, the king has to go on the d or back rank, to which I might be using this square. If I go queen f6, they kind of move away. I think probably the correct way would be check queen c5. King must move. They can't block with anything. So king has to move. Let's say they play this, then I go with the rook. And when they go this way or this way, I'm going to deliver checkmate. So probably checkmate in 3 if I haven't missed anything. Or hell, I didn't even look at queen g7. I didn't look at that. You know, I don't want to get the king out in the open. So probably queen c5. Please tell me I'm correct. Okay. Now it's a rook so that they don't block with nothing. But I got to be careful of this. No. I don't think it's a rook. Wait. It could be queen cutting off the c7. They block whatever they block. And then checkmate here. Yes, it's queen d6. They choose to block with one of the 2 minor pieces on the back rank. And then we're going to use rook f1 to f8. And that would be the checkmate, right? Because whatever piece they block is pinned, so to speak. So they can't capture your rook on f8. And now rook f1 to f8. And that should do the thing. Rook f8, checkmate. Can't move. Cool stuff. One more. One last puzzle for the road. Is it a rook sacrifice here or just something more orthodox, like a back rank simple stuff? Okay, could be a back rank, but this guy goes... Maybe... No, wait. Back rank, right? They only have to do that. They have to. And then what? Well, then we can call a friend or something. Wait a minute. If we capture, they just take with the rook or something? Can I move this white knight somewhere? But maybe I need to move the knight. Just to, you know, make space for the queen and stuff. Maybe I need to sacrifice the knight somehow. Maybe it's just knight to d4. Maybe it's a backward move. I mean, it could be any craziness here. The reason I would play the knight, it's not because I'm after material, it's just I'm after making space for the queen. Maybe knight here. Maybe. I might be wrong. Totally. I might be totally wrong. So, or maybe first check, king goes, and then I'm going to go here. No, I think it's this. Yeah, but then they do whatever stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. So if the knight is not in the queen's way, could I do queen a8 check? But they still go here, and then I'll go queen here? Yeah, but what if they capture, though, the knight? What if they capture the knight? If they capture the knight with the rook, then can I do check they move and then get the other rook? I still don't know. I don't know. Maybe we have to do something else. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. So feel free, guys, to give me an idea if you have a revelation. I don't have any revelations. What am I supposed to do? Knight? Where and why? Okay, let's say rook h6, gh. So, what's the thing? Thank you for subscribing or following. For raiding with 7 folks on... It was a friend's Slay or something, I think, if I read the last fraction of a second correctly. Thanks for raiding with your party, my friend. Hi there, Step. Step, tell me, what do we play here with white? If you get this. So if I go with the rook, king's gonna play, right? So what's the stuff? How do I pronounce it? S-N-U-G-H. Snug. Thanks for raiding on Twitch. I appreciate that. And Thanks for following, meme lord. Okay. So, do we go for material? I mean, the most difficult choices is those ones that actually you have to do backward moves. These are the most weird ones, and normally we don't do them because we want to do in a puzzle just the attack. That's it. But I sincerely wonder if we should be, well, if we do that, queen's going to take the rook, right? So maybe check first. This guy goes, and then we're going to make a fork with the knight. You know, you just do this. So move the rook away from being attacked by the queen. The queen defends f2 with the king twice, so you don't have a problem with the battery. You're going to do rook d1, d8, king moves, whatever, and then you do fork here. And then you're going to win a rook, right? Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm watching this puzzle for like 5 minutes already. Yeah, so we move the rook out of the harm's way. And now we go knight d4. Weird, not spectacular, not necessarily spectacular, but you get some material from them. I don't see a checkmate here. I've been looking at this puzzle for some time. There's no checkmate sequence. I don't find any sacrifice, nothing. So I'm just going to grab a rook and thank you very much, right? Long term, we're going to win. Yes. Bloody hell. Boy, I was just wondering, am I so blind I'm not seeing the checkmate? You know, I've been looking for the bloody checkmate. There wasn't. There was no checkmate. It wasn't. Right, back to Nakamura. Hopefully they started, right? Nakamura MVL. That's the first. Yeah, they started. Good. 5 minutes and 2 sec increment. This is it. That's what we advertised. We're gonna go for this one, guys. So now, no software, no engine, no evaluation gauge, no nothing. It's just human mind and that's it. MVL to play. Okay, he castled. He needs to get those guys in action, right? And he took on f4. Okay, queen takes, fine. You could move things around. Oh, he goes for the trade so quickly. Queen d6. This is Blitz, right? You can do whatever the heck you want, almost. If you take now, black's going to say thank you, getting the knight of the back rank into action. And then you need to figure out where you get the knight and a bishop. So now, it's not to say that Nakamura going to take the queen. Exactly. But instead, he threatens checkmate. Bishop and queen, checkmate on h7. Of course, you could stop it. Like, for instance, you could play knight f6. You could push h6, but that weakens the light squares. So knight f6 seems to be one good option here. Because you develop the knight with tempo and you defend. So it might work. I don't think g6, because if you do g6 with black, you weaken the dark squares, but that's what he did. I don't know. That's what he did. Sorry, it's what he did. Okay, knight f3. At least he develops. He goes with knight g5 checkmate. You want to bet on this? Because that's one simple and effective stuff to do. Of course, and then h6 or h5. No, sorry, not h6. h5. Which might be weird because there is always g4 happening. Then castle long and get the other rook. g6 step exactly. I actually am grateful. Okay, queen h6 to fix the h6 weakness. Sorry, the h7 pawn. And he gonna do next, if you give him a chance, if you give Hikaru a chance, he gonna do knight g5 for the checkmate. Black queen is gonna defend though. That's guaranteed. Yeah, he fought step that actually not having white, the dark square bishop, he can afford creating this pawn structure with the dark squares slightly weakened. But now queen gotta go g7 after knight g5 because you get checkmated on h7. So yes, absolutely. Knight g5, king, oops. If knight g5, queen to g7. I don't think you go h8. You just do g7, right? But Nakamura attacks on both flanks. He created a threat on the king side. Knight g5 will be deployed, but in the meantime, he messes about the b5. You know, he weakens the d5 square. So if you take with black, he's not going to take back, but instead he's going to hit your queen with knight d5. And then he might have another check on e7 after queen retreats to g7 or h8, defending against the h7 weakness. So that's one to say, if you take, I'm going to attack your queen. I think that's what Nakamura thinks. I think. Well, we can ask him later on, or we can revisit his live stream if he does something like this at some point. I know Nakamura is one of the few that actually... Oh my God, look at this move that MVL just played. Knight to c5. Are these guys serious? They actually are. Because if you grab the knight, the queen takes c3 with check and hitting your rook as well. And not mentioning the bishop as a bonus. Do you know what I like about this, guys? The immense resourcefulness and the bloody subtleties that they always seem to be finding them so easily. I mean, look at this move. Knight to c5. It's just unbelievable. Knight to c5 attacks the bishop. And again, as we said, if you take, you're going to lose the game after queen c3. These guys are unbelievable. In a good sense, if I'm not clear. These guys are unbelievable in a very, very, very good sense. Okay, knight to b5. Grab the pawn. And it's just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It challenges the knight on c3. You may take on b5. And after pawn take, this pawn is a bit pinned. No, Nakamura says, okay, let me just threaten you with the checkmate. He's going to take the knight, and if you use the queen, he's going to get checkmated on h7. Incredible plan by Hikaru. Just incredible. Beautiful. Absolutely superb. I really do enjoy this blitz. Which is, by the way, guys, which is kind of bullet getting now. So, if you notice, guys, but there is another subtlety. If you take, queen's going to take the rook with tempo, though. Then you're going to move your king. Let's say d2. Then you have the time to actually go back and still defend h7 against the checkmate with the knight and queen battery. This is unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I told you guys, do not underestimate MVL. I don't know if you bet your money on this, but do not underestimate MVL. Oh, on a very good day, he's incredibly dangerous. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, there is a knight and a queen pressurizing h7. That is true. But one can imagine perhaps some f6 can be played, or maybe queen g7 to challenge the queen and maybe trade them off and you diminish the attack, perhaps. There's so many questions. Do you know what I mean? So many questions means it's time-consuming. And if this kind of dialogue happens in your mind when you're playing, you're all of a sudden going to discover you got 2 seconds on the clock. And yeah. Good stuff is that they have 2-sec increment. So they play 5 minutes on 2 seconds increment. Guys at this strength, the super grandmasters, I'm sure. Oh my God, look at this. h4 he played. Nakamura played h4 in order to undermine with h5. I'm pretty sure about this. And MVL played knight to e6 back home to trade off that pesky knight. That knight on g5, it's good to disappear. But Nakamura pushed the h in order to open up and exert pressure with rook and queen. So if knight is to disappear, he's going to have a battery attacking h7. There you go. Now I don't know what Nakamura plays, but I'm sure we'll find out, guys. Absolute superb games. Great games. Let's do another drink. Okay, what did he play? Queen g7. Yeah, queen g7, take the queens off the board. Queen g7, king takes, queen takes, king takes. Okay, there is still a little bit of a stuff here because after knights are traded, Nakamura gonna push h. But look at MVL, a5. He wants to get the bishop away from the b3. I guess, but rook c7 now attacks this guy. So I actually want to double up the rooks on the c now? Or he gonna keep the rook here on h and the other one on c, making a bit of pressure. There is also something with a4 coming from black. 28 seconds for Hikaru? Is that possible? Is that possible for Hikaru to be with 28 seconds? Is that even possible? Is MVL faster than him? Okay, so yeah, it was the first scenario. He actually made the battery on the C file. What else can you do? Can you do rook e7 for rook this and that? Okay, a3 had been played, guys, because if a4, bishop a2, he really wants to keep the bishop on a2, g8. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's quite comfortable and he actually enjoys it. It's a thrill. We all know, guys, how bullet feels like when you play it. We all know how thrilling it is and how exciting it is, how addictive it can become and stuff. So all bullet players know this feeling very well. And yes, they are going to do Blitz until like midnight and stuff. It's gonna be like 4 hours, guys. I'm not sure I'm gonna cover the whole event, but definitely I'm gonna stay for an hour or so we could do this one together. Okay. Hey. Did Hikaru get flagged or something? I don't think he got flagged. They didn't update the moves. I can't believe I do not accept Hikaru got flagged. You can't flag this guy, right? He never gets flagged. That's an offense. What's going on? I know the clock says 00, but I actually think they didn't update moves or something. So on chess.com now it shows 0 for Hikaru here and 24 sec for MVL, but probably it's not. And I don't see any other updated moves here. So bishop takes b1 as the last move for black. Okay, let me look at white. What should white play here? These guys are doubled. This pawn will be captured by this pawn here. And you can move the king as well, if there's anything. Probably a draw. Did they draw or something? Wait a minute. Let me go on the big page. I don't see anything. Hey, what the hell is going on? I can see all the games like frozen. All of them. All of the games are frozen on chess.com. This is a glitch of FIDE or chess.com or I don't know. I could not say. So all the clocks with 0 now seem to be frozen on the screen. I don't see any move, any nothing. This is Nordebek Prague. Another exciting game. I can see 0-0 for Nordebek, but no moves taking place. Okay, it could be that the moves hadn't been updated, or probably they're using those smart boards, you know. Most definitely. No, maybe it's for sure. I don't know, maybe there's a kink somewhere. Everybody got flagged, right? Nodibek, Nepomniachtchi, Levon, yeah, and Dominguez got flagged. Okay. Of course. Let me see. Results. Hikaru. No, they still disputing. I can also see here 0-0-0-0. What, do these guys got flagged? All of them? Like all of them? I mean, half of them. I don't know about other platforms. other chess platforms if they transmit the moves now, or they also have the same glitch. I have no idea. I'm on chess.com for now, and I don't know, guys. You want to check on Lee Chess if there's anything that happened with these games, or there's no move here. I think we're just gonna see the results now, because if the boards have a glitch or they are defective or something with the server, we're gonna find out the results and that's it. Because I guess those guys have actually finished in the meantime. There must be a glitch somewhere with the computers or whatever. Yeah, I don't see anything happening. All right, last one was, what was it? Queen d6 with Nodibek and Prague. Queen d6. I think black is a bit better here because of this guy coming down and coming down. So I think actually the problem for white is the e6 black pawn, which, no, you can't move it. Apologies. There is a fork here. You got to be careful about the fork. It doesn't work. Not now. You have to move the king first, and then you do. Probably. I'm not sure. So you can't move the black pawn because of the fork, and then you lose the game. That's just about it. I don't know. Maybe you have to move the king. But if you move the king, for instance, on a white squares, you may have this kind of discovered check. So you got to be careful about that one as well. So I don't know. Maybe f7. Who knows? Maybe f7. Complicated. Anyway, moving to, okay, Nepomniachtchi and Wesley. What was going on here? Yeah, Nepomniachtchi with the white, an extra pawn, but isolated. And the, hey, they resumed. Back to function. Back to function. Okay, back to Hikaru and MVL. They do play like crazy now. Or maybe the boards just keep updating. Yes, it does. All of the game. I just noticed. Yes. That's why the pieces now move so quickly that I'm getting dizzy. Yeah, okay, they drew though in the end. Of course, bishop and king, it's a draw. Now they moved. Yeah, and okay, so they drew. Prague white. No, Nodibek won. Oh boy, Nodibek won. Fabi won versus Levon. Nepomniachtchi drew. Alireza won against Lenier. And now we're going to see the second round of the Blitz, and hopefully going to get a bit more smoother, and we're going to see all the moves in real time. We're going to see all the moves in real time. Hikaru, Nodibek. You guys rooting for someone in particular? Or shall we just look at Prague, Nepomniachtchi? I mean, I'd like to see them all at once, you know? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna look Prague, Nepomniachtchi. Or you guys tell me if you're rooting for someone in particular from these guys, and we just go there. You wanna see guys Hikaru more or Alireza, or you don't play chess? Really? Okay, maybe it's time to learn then. Meme Lord 694. Maybe it's time to learn. Yeah, have a look at my YouTube channel. I'm uploading a lot of videos. Most of them could be for novices and intermediate players. Perhaps you may find them useful if you want. And yeah, you can learn the Gwent. Well, I'm not sure it's that nice though. It's just a direct one on my own stream channel. Of course, I'm doing that. So yeah, Hikaru and Prags. Yeah. Gwent. Wasn't that the game that The Witcher played it all the time, and the folks in that story were playing Gwent? It's the card game, right? Played by The Witcher and the rest of the folks in the story. A game of Gwent. I think they're going to be releasing Witcher 4, right? Oh, okay. Going to be Witcher 4 released, I think, quite soon. I don't know what that means soon, but probably this year, by the end of this year, if I remember that information. I don't know what I've seen it on a Google text or something. Okay, so Prague would be Nepo and Hikaru plays Nordibek. Come on, guys. Are they starting or what? Oh, maybe they want to make sure that the boards are no longer stopping in the middle of things. So someone probably is investigating what happened. So they should be doing the move any second now, or I don't know. Do they have like a 5-10 minute breaks in between? Round number 2, 7:30. No, they're supposed to start. I mean, it was supposed to start a minute ago. Okay, so any second, I'd say. I think that's the soundtrack of The Witcher 3. That would be 7th September, I think, in Paris, right? 7th September? I think 7th September. I need to diarize that date and I need to cover the event. I hope everyone's going to behave and stuff. I mean, Neiman in particular. Yeah, Witcher 4. Yeah. Splendid, splendid one indeed. The music and everything. Atmosphere, music and everything. Wonderful story. Okay. Prague and Nepomniachtchi. Come on, guys. Are they starting or we just do a puzzle or something? Yeah, probably, yeah. They want to keep the fans hooked and yeah. And I think The Witcher 3 had some updates or some DLCs, if I'm correct. Yeah, they did some DLC, some updates for The Witcher 3. Wonderful universe. Black to play. Black to play, and yeah, something probably with this pawn would be promoted. I don't know when, in what order, how. Is it a rook sacrifice? King takes, pawn goes forward. Check, but nah, because they go in front of the pawn. You're not going to do nothing. I mean, I think, right? Bang. Or maybe you just, guy, open the door. All right, someone at the door. Maybe we shouldn't sacrificing the queen. Maybe we should push the pawn. That feels very, very normal. Feels very normal to push the pawn here. The reason I'm hesitating is because they always not what they seem to be. You know? And then the self-doubting sets in. Bishop b5. So what might be the thing with h2 right now? Do you think h2 now is wrong? I mean, I understand bishop b5. But why not h2 straight away? We actually won a queen very quickly here. Oh, you want to stop the king from running away?
Engagement ring.
Very nice. That's very nice. You... Jesus Christ. Why did you... Okay. All right. So h2, king e2. And then check, and yeah, there is something happening all the time. But then you take. They're not gonna go... Oh, they got a knight. Ah. Yes. It pains me to say, I mean, yeah, I think you might be just right. Yeah, you might be just right. It's bishop b5. That's that kind of in-between move. The intermezzo, that kind of stuff that seems to be completely, just out of the blue. You just gotta play those kind of in-between moves. Yeah, it makes sense. It kind of makes sense. If there's any king or something, you do discovered, and if king h, no, they can't. They can't do nothing. It's actually quite finished. Well, whoa, 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 whoa. Bishop b5, king gets in front, but it's checked from the rook. So yeah, it might be bishop b5 because if h2, king e2, then you do check, but then pawn goes, then you take, knight takes, pawn takes. You're not going to promote that guy. So you have to do b5, right? Very weird, but probably it makes sense. It does make sense. b5. Yeah, sure. b5, of course. Although b5, even if that were to happen with so h2, king e2.
How many minutes? I need you.
No, I'm sorry. I'm streaming and there is another. Okay, look, I'm going to stop the mic so people are not hearing this. Okay. Right. h2, king e2, bishop b5, f3, pawn takes, knight takes, pawn takes. Bishop b5. Bishop g4, I didn't even think about that one. Exactly. Now, because you said, I'm thinking about bishop g4. Yes, jeez, I didn't even think about that one. I was completely taken by the pawn and by you just want to push the pawn, get a queen. But I didn't even look at bishop g4. Not for half a second, for nothing. Nothing. I just focused on the king side, passed pawn. No one looked at. I mean, I didn't look at b. Wait a second. That's bishop b5. You mean? Yes, not g4. Okay. Bishop. What? Oh my God, bishop b. Of course, bishop b. Pawn plays take, and that's it. Yeah, bishop b5. Bishop b5. Bishop b5. Not g4. Bishop g4 doesn't make any sense. I mean, does make sense, but it's not it. It's bishop b5. Yeah. Yeah, bishop b5. Bishop b5. Right. And then rook and yeah, of course. Check. No, you just take this guy and then push. I don't know. Do you sacrifice the rook? Rook plays, takes. No. H2. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe H2 should happen. King can't move at all. Rook doesn't matter. Rook is pinned. And they can't stop the promotion. Yes, H2. Okay, we're in check, but we're moving. And this guy can't really be stopped. Hey, back to the event. I think that was a bit too long here, the puzzle, and these guys have started already. Yeah. 3:30 something for Prague here. Hello, Mosen. How's it going, man? Okay. Ooh. Knight g3, king h8. Probably to making space for the rook or something, and to go away from the any possible checks and things. Maybe he wants rook to g8 and at some point some bishop here to attack the queen and whatever's on that diagonal. Maybe. Maybe he want to get queen over to h4. That might be too. I've got some friends, some viewers on the YouTube as well. and some on Twitch because you came via Twitch, and I got a couple of Twitches, couple of guy on Twitch, and maybe on a good evening or good day, I got some more YouTubers. Every now and then, some Kick.com, but normally those guys come with the. They try to sell all sorts of banners and logos and this and that on Kick.com. So the most of the viewers are YouTubers, YouTube, and then Twitch, and every now and then some Facebook, but not that often. But yeah, mostly YouTube, I'd say. If I were to choose just one, I'd probably choose YouTube. But since I don't have any form of contract with nobody, I can do multi-streaming. Oh, and TikTok as well. Apology, and TikTok as well. So yeah. So I'm just multi-broadcasting, and I'm meeting friends on these platforms. Okay, so what is going on here? A knight probably wants to move on g5 for the checkmate. So I think Prague's going to play knight g5. Am I correct? Knight g5? Knight g5 for the checkmate. And Ian gonna play h6 something. Otherwise, it's just checkmate, right? Right, knight g5, something with h6. And that will stop the checkmate. Hey, those glasses were supposed to be cleansed. What's going on? They're dirtier than before. What do they put in this things? Okay. Yeah, knight g5. There you go. Knight g5 and h6, actually. And he took on e6, the bishop. Okay, interesting. They're going to be exciting. And now they're doing bullet chess, actually. That's not blitz. That's bullet all day. Okay. Okay. What's then here? They're going to be a pawn advancement on b5 soon. Very, very, very soon. So you're going to take. You're going to take. The pawn's going to take. Then you move the knight. Maybe here. And wait a minute. Whoa. Why not knight h5 right now? You're going to get rid of one of those anyway. So knight h5. Queen moves. Takes the bishop. Then you got your tempo. Okay, so he took on f4. I guess you could play if you want, and then you're going to play h5, I guess. Anyway, the queen supports the h5, even if they move the queen now. But they're not going to move the queen. They're going to take the pawn with something. Probably pawn, right? So that you open up the dark square diagonal. So I guess black will take the pawn. Okay, he took with the queen. All right, fine. Knight h5 and attack the queen, attack the bishop. He's going to move the queen. You're going to take the bishop. And then probably pushing b5, I guess that's an idea. Then pawn takes, rook takes. I think it's playable. Okay, knight h5, exactly. Knight h5, queen attacked. You're going to take the bishop now, right? I think. You take the bishop. If you don't take the... Well, you can take it later if you want to. Because the bishop can't move anywhere, unless you want to move something on g7. You could play b5 now, if you want. Or just take bishop straight away. Yeah, b5. There you go. Exactly as I said, b5. You want to push that guy. There is a rook on the b as well. So, okay, black takes cb and rook takes b5. And probably he's going to do this kind of stuff. Maybe takes first. They're going to take with something, which is the king. And then b7? No? Okay, he attacks the queen. Queen goes g6. Is he liking the knight more than the bishop and its potential? I mean, if Ian pushes e4, wouldn't that guy be quite dangerous? The bishop on g7? So, I mean, we can debate on that one, but... Okay, the black rook on c2 is a bit pinned. You can't move the rook. King defends the queen. Rook pins the bishop. Beautiful. Bishop can't move anywhere. But can rook take this guy on c5? Just wonder. Can black take on c5? Wait a minute. Is there a strange h5 idea? That's exactly what I'm saying. If rook c5, I think it's knight h5. The queen is pinned by the queen. So the queen can't take it. The queen can take your queen, but I'm taking the bishop with tempo, check, and then I'll take your rook. Oh my God. Yes, if you take rook c5, you got the spectacular knight h5. So if you touch the white pawn, there is knight h5 coming. It's spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. You can still defend it with rook g8, but it's a pressure. It might work actually. It might work actually. Rook c5, knight h5, and now rook g8. No queen takes. Bloody hell, but wait a minute. You do the check first. Exactly. What? Wait a second. Wasn't it rook g8 actually the way out? Now there's nothing. You play h3 here. That's done. Okay, g4, whatever. Okay, takes and takes. You move king up. That's it. Oh my God. Wasn't rook g8 actually quite playable for black in order not to having this mess? He has a passer here. The stuff is not quite over. Knight can't make it back to... Jesus, that was something, man. I'm telling you, Step, that was just something. I think is a bit cooked, Ian, here. I think it's kind of like that's it, I guess. He moved away because he was... Okay. White should be winning here, right? You've got your two passes on G and H. You got a knight. You've got a rook. White should be winning. I think Prague is sort of going to win this. Even if you play knight here now, they're not going to move it with anything. I think Ian lost this one. That was something. You know, Step, I'm happy we actually identified the knight h5 stuff. Let me just go... Man, what an ending. What an ending. I'm happy we actually saw this damn thing. We actually did saw it, and we were discussing. There you go. Now I'm just curious to see if there's any rook g8 in the stuff. So, rook took, right? Rook took c5. I get it. I would like to see what the Almighty says here. Is it... I'm looking at the eval gauge, and I just wonder... Knight h5 being played. Now I wonder if my idea with rook g8 would actually work. The engine doesn't work. The damn engine doesn't show me nothing. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. They done. Okay. I mean, the others finished up. But I absolutely enjoyed Prague and Nepo here. I really, really enjoyed Prague and Nepo. I absolutely did enjoy it. What a fabulous game they did. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely superb. Oh, man. I really want to know, how come the engine doesn't work? What's this thing here? Look, like it's frozen up my end. Let me refresh the page. Maybe there's a... Look, I toggle the... There's this little button here. It just doesn't work. I think it might be a glitch of chess.com. I think they got some glitches. I guess because of their millions of viewers and trafficking, right? They need to acquire new servers, right? It's too many users at once. So probably people should go towards other platforms. The engine doesn't work on chess.com. Analysis is frozen. I don't know if it's my computer. I don't think my computer has any problem as of now. I should be okay, but thanks for joining TikTokers, YouTubers, folks on Twitch, Facebook, or Kick.com. Thanks for that. Hey, I don't know if there is a friend I replied to them on YouTube and I said to Samuel, if you um, want to send me a PDF or something, I'm happy to analyze your game, and we do it in one of these streams, of course. Ali Reza Wesley, so many good games this evening, so many good games. Yeah, I'm going to take the board one, don't matter. I'm just going to take the board one. Ali Reza Wesley, amazing. Fabulous. What other fixtures we've got? Lenia Levon, Fabi Prague, Nepo Hikaru, MVL, Nodibek, MVL. Which one to look at? We'll take the first board. Now I don't know if I should do a puzzle because the puzzle could take a few minutes and these guys have only 5 minutes and 2 sec increment. I don't want to miss the best chess on the planet, so to speak, because I don't see a checkmate in one. Come on, boys. Make a move. No, nothing here. Do they have a break in between? Hold on a sec. Let me see the schedule. 7:30. No, we're talking about Blitz. What? They start in 7 minutes if it's 8 p.m. Blitz round number 3. We do have time for a puzzle, actually. Yeah, Blitz 3. That's like in 7-8 minutes. Come on, guys. Let's do a puzzle. We got time. 7-8 minutes, right? Who cares? We got more than enough time. So, what's this to play for black? Okay, what do I do? How do I get the queen to g2, actually? I think I need to go queen g2. Or somewhere here. Like, how do I get queen to h1 at least? Or there's something else? Do I need to move? Perhaps if I can make 2 threats at once. Queen e2? That makes sense, queen e2. Makes a lot of sense. Well, d2, not really. Maybe e2, d2 really doesn't work, but queen e2 probably. I mean, not just you attack the rook, although you got to be careful about this check, though. There's another. I think you need to keep the queen. By the way, Mozart, you need to keep the queen on the A file, protecting the king against incoming checks from the rook or queen. So you don't have to move to E or C or something. You need to keep queen maybe A3, A4. I don't know which one is it. Probably A4. Probably A4. You're a little. I mean, you can deliver your check then, and then your checkmate. So queen to A4 makes a lot of sense. You hit the rook, and you threaten some queen G4 and then queen G2 or whatever. After king H2, you're gonna go G2 and checkmate. So queen A4. Queen A4 so that black king doesn't get checked. If you do this, I think you're gonna get checked and you might have some problem. Like losing the game. Queen A4 does make sense. So queen D8 doesn't mean nothing because of this. Okay, we still need to work out something. Is there a check here? If this guy goes this way, we're gonna have checkmate. So I probably have to go like this. Well. Right, wait a second. This guy is pinned, right? This guy is pinned. Is there a better way than taking bishop? You don't take the bishop. Yeah, exactly. So we need another attack on the rook. Is there any difference in between this and that? Yeah, it is a difference. If I play queen h3, king's going to move. So you're not really taking this guy free. Whereas queen d1 denies the white king any approaching to the white rook. So queen d1 indeed, and you're going to get the rook, so to speak, for free. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You guys are the best. You guys are very good at this. Yes. Queen check, double attack on the... There is no king coming closer. So I think it's worth noting that little detail. And we're doing good now. We're doing good. It's 4 minutes to 8. The GMT time here. And like in 4 minutes, they should start round number 3 of Blitz. 5 minutes, 2-sec increment. St. Louis Rapid and Blitz. Grand Chess Tour. 15th of August. And what do I play here with black? Yes, you guys are the fastest and I'm the slowest quite most of the time. So, okay, there's a safe check here. I wonder if there's a checkmate. There's also a check here. There's also queen d1 as well. It could be queen f1. It could be queen d1. It could be one of these. One of the... Oh, you could be promoting? Do you promote here? Hi, the console. Thanks for visiting. We're covering the Blitz of the St. Louis, but now we're doing a quick puzzle in between the rounds, the Blitzes, and I wonder where exactly should I move that queen? If it's a queen move. It could be a pawn move, but I'm not sure. So I do the check, right? Where do I do the check? Maybe I don't know. I don't know what I do to check. Maybe queen d1 after all, so I don't get if I go f1, king moves and my queen is under attack. Whereas queen d1 doesn't get attacked. You know, they play this kind of stuff, then I'm going to getting a queen and anyway attack twice that guy. Now, on the other hand, we do have some checks coming. But then I can move around and being shielded on g7. Not really. If you do this and that, queen takes with checkmate. I'm not sure, guys. So it's got to be a check. But after bishop blocks... queen d2 you take, and after king takes you push the pawn with promotion. Bingo. Yeah. Okay, now that makes sense. Now that sounds like a master plan. Well, if king c3, we better ask Mosen if he got a plan C. He got plan A and B. I don't know if he got plan C. I think it's the same plan console as to for everybody. Now, play simple stuff in the opening. Make sure the king is safe by castling the king. And get all your minor pieces in the game as quickly as possible. Just play nice and simple. And do rapid games rather than bullet. Don't do bullet or blitz because I think you're probably not learning a great deal of nothing. So do rapid 25 plus or longer and analyze every single game. Every single game. Yeah, bullet is entertaining. It is entertaining, but until you become a super grandmaster like Hikaru Nakamura, I don't think you should be doing too much of a bullet. You need to actually understand what you're doing. And bullet doesn't offer you this chance. Hey, that's awesome news, man. Congrats, dude. That is very, very good news. So you better share that stuff. How many minutes? Sugar, we got 1 minute and those guys starting. Okay, Mosen, what do I play here, man? Do I do queen e1, you said? But the king goes back, right? My chess.com is 2000 up and down all day. Last week I was 18, 19, 2021, then 2019, back 2000. That's how it goes every single day. My rapid is 22 and Actually, I'm proud of that. The Blitz and the Bullet are just insane. Rook, okay, what do I do here, guys? Do I check? Rook h3. Rook h3 is it's good. But then I've got this. Yeah, but then there is a queen or a knight blocking. You don't have to run away to get checkmated on f7. Queen e1. Queen e1. If king d3, queen takes c3. Oh my god, this is sick. Yes, of course. What a move. Wow. And now what do I do? King went on b2. Do we take the bishop? We take bishop, right? We take bishop if they check us. Do we resign or... No. What? Queen takes e3. Queen takes e3, right? And when they check with the queen, threatening f7, where do you go? You're blocking with something, I guess. You block with the knight, not with something. This is the only available piece. Okay, that will do. That was cool. Very good. Very good, very good. Back to the Blitz then, guys. Back to the Blitz now. I hope, yes, we indeed using the knight for the last move. Oh. 2 minutes passed. 2 minutes passed. They were supposed to be starting already 2 minutes ago, but nothing happens on my screen. I don't want to miss the start, of course. Alireza Wesley. Awesome. I think Wesley more positional. Alireza absolutely inclined to do any madness, so to speak. That is very good news, man. If you beat an SEM in Rapid, it's amazing. And an FM in Blitz, it's really super, super good stuff. I think you should do, maybe you should do some tourneys over the board as well. So if you did that in online chess, I think you should go to over the board and maybe get yourself, some norms. Maybe, you know. I think, given the fact you're just young now, I don't know. Are you 18 or not even 18? If you're that young, I think you should go over the board and try do something over there. You know, I think you should be more. Yeah, exactly. So you got a very promising future with these results in the online chess. So I think you should go over the board and yeah. Guys, open that door. Okay, nothing happens here. 3 minutes passed. 3 minutes passed. Right. So tomorrow I'm having a summer camp. Tomorrow I'm going to coach some intermediates or beginners. I think beginners and novices. That's the group that they allocated me. I'm going to do a summer camp tomorrow. I'll be back around like 7 p.m.-ish. And if there's any other chess events, definitely. Yeah. That's very good, guys. Save the games. People, put your games in a library. Do you know what I did? I've got a record with all the games I played with the title players, won or lost. I've got a few that I actually won in the Blitz, and I always save them in the archive in the personal library. So you can make a chapter. Let me show you actually. So you go to library. I'm going to show you now my stuff. So you go to library, right? And now I think page number 2 or 3, I have a folder. There you go. I've created 10th of November 2023, and I've got title players that I played against. So on chess.com, I've got these games where I played title players. So I kind of like won some of them, if not, yeah, kind of like all of them, those ones here. So I always save them from 10th of November 2023. Last one I played this guy, National Master, 8th of August. That is like 7 days ago. So I'm saving all the games I'm doing against title players or, so to speak, strong players, that is. But especially the title players, I'm saving them. And you should do similarly, guys. Yeah. So you can just save them in the library. It's good for future references, you know. Just save them and, you know, you're doing at some point some sessions or courses or something, you can discuss them or see if things need improving. This and that, this and that. We should be saving the games we play against title players, so to speak. Okay. Hey, they started for like 20 sec or something. There you go. Ali Reza White. Wesley Black. Let's do this. What's he playing? White. There's a pin here. Good. There is a knight coming too, attacking bishop, which is quite dangerous. No, he went for the pin. And also vacating c4 for the knight if needed. Ah, no more a pin. So you better take now, giving them double pawns, an isolated pawn on a5. It could be. So you take, they have to take. That's a nice forcing move. I like it. Well, you need to be title player. So you need to be an NM or a CM. Well, I played NMs, National Masters, that were like 18 or 1900s on chess.com. So you yourself need to get a CM norm or something in order to play the title Tuesday or something. Oh, okay. So once you go past 1800, sorry, I didn't understand your question. Apologies. So once you go past 1800s, there's a big chance you're going to find NMs. And as you go up and up, 1900, 2000 and beyond, you definitely gonna play them. So yeah, past 1900, you're gonna play them. For sure. Sooner or later. Depends how many games you play. You know, if you go Blitz or Bullet, you're definitely gonna do some title plays. Sorry, sooner or later. Okay. What's this? Wesley Black. So guys had moved some stuff here. Bishop a4. c6 in order to fork the bishop and the knight. Bishop c2 not to getting forked, of course. Bishop g6 now. We drew from here to g6. Okay. Oh man, this is move 15. They didn't trade a single piece. Not even a pawn. That's why I was getting dizzy, because no piece had been traded. There's just too many pieces on the board. And now Ali Reza took a pawn with a knight? Because he's got something like knight takes or bishop takes here. There's just too many pieces on the board. Because they haven't exchanged anything. I don't have a very extensive repertoire, so to speak. So I'm doing a lot of e4. A lot of e4. And once you do the e4, you could expect the other guy to play against you. Sicilian, French, Caro-Kann, Perk, Alekhine defense. I think I covered the most important ones. Hey, they could do Owen's defense now, you know. So once you play d4, so you need to have a look at all these defenses that black will practice against you. Console cave. Yeah, save Mosen, make a folder, create a folder, and save all your games against the title players. So you can have quick, easy access anytime you want in the future. Okay, there is a double attack on e8 as soon as the bishop goes. So when the bishop goes, say, g3, you're going to have a double hit on e8. And okay, we could say there is some pressure on the a5 black pawn, but that's not important. He's not after the pawns. Alireza doesn't go after the pawns here. He goes after the e8 rook, actually. So Wesley better do something. Well, I don't know what, but just saying. Yeah, that's what he did. He did queen c8 to having double protection for the rook on e8 as soon as the bishop moves. And the bishop moved g3 as I thought he would. Amongst others, it could be knight e5 coming. So he vacated the square not just to increase the attack on this square, e8, but also to making space for a knight to play on e5, which would attack also the dangerous bishop on g6. Currently, Wesley having the bishop pair. So, yeah. Yeah, you know, I've noticed too, Console Cave. I've noticed there is a lot of Owen's defense taking place nowadays. I don't think you really hate the FIDE ratings. I don't think you really hate them. Why wouldn't you? Why would you hate them? It's an indicative of a player's strength. That's what it is. It's an artificial, conventional, but fully justifiable convention on the people's level of strength. That's it. You also have a Lee Chess rating, you have a chess.com rating, and they're quite cool because they're showing you your strength on either bullet, blitz, rapid, or classical or daily chess and so forth. I don't think it's anything bad with that. I mean, obviously, if you're 2600 blitz on chess.com, you are as strong as an IM or a GM. That's your level. That's what it says. So if I meet someone saying they are 2700 on Blitz on chess.com, I know that guy has a strength of an IM for sure. At least at Blitz. If not more. I think there are GMs with 2500 on chess.com, right, at Blitz. So if it's 2700, that guy is crazy strong. Crazy strong. It's really strong. Compared with average players like me, 2000, 2100, up and down every single time. Yeah, I mean, look, bullet is just... it's good as an exercise. I'm practicing lately a little bit more bullet to forcing my thinking to accelerate because I'm suffering chronically from slowness. You know, I'm really kind of like slow and things. So I'm trying to improve the reaction speed and I'm doing a little bit of bullet. But yeah, obviously there are a lot. And you know what I find satisfying? When I'm seeing 93 or 94% accuracy in a 30 or 40 move game. So then it means I manage in the span of a meager 60 seconds or so to produce actually a lot of best moves. And I'm happy with that. The problem is it is not consistent throughout the session I'm playing bullet. Of course, there are some other factors too. The focus had diminished. The fatigue sets in. The spouse is shouting. The kids are whatever they do, and so forth. Or the connection on the tube or the train or whatever you use had dropped. So yeah, okay, there are many other factors, but. So, sorry, I was just digressing terribly and I didn't pay attention. What have we got here? 4-3-7. Hey, White's winning here. White's winning here. Big time, eh? I think you need to throw a bishop d6. Oh, no, he goes for pushing the pawn. He goes for pushing the pawn. I think he's going to throw also a rook on a1. It just, oh my God, if you take, I'm going to pin your guy with rook a1, goodbye. That's why Wesley didn't take it. That's why he didn't take it. Okay, Firouzja is killing it here. He actually wins this. He wins it. Wesley is done. is done. We've got massive pawn majority on the queen side. No, man, his modeling is not cooking, man. What are you talking about? He's in the he wants to become a fashion designer or something, but for the time being, he also proves he could be a grandmaster destroyer on a daily basis too. So kudos to him. Don't get me wrong. He is doing very good, at least in this game now, and not just this one, but he's doing very well. He's behaving fabulously here, and he got a ton of time ahead of Wesley here. 1 minute 20? That's an eternity, so to speak, at his level. He's incredibly comfortable. Winning position, a ton of minutes, so to speak, like poetic license, a ton of minutes, like 60 seconds or something. And oh my God, look at this structure here. Hey, David. How's it going, dude? Thanks for stopping this evening again. Thanks for visiting. Watching the best blitz on the planet. And I was just discussing with the lads here the latest development in the world of chess. Or so we pretend. Yeah, bishop c5 makes a lot of sense. I was looking actively, what am I doing with that bishop? But that looks absolutely great. Then you can play knight to b6 if you want. Do you trade here or do you move king f1? What do you do? I think I would play king f1. I want to get my king actually in action. So why not king f1? Let them trade if they want. I think I'd play king f1 here. Makes sense, king f1. You could also trade because the bishop is doomed. That bishop doesn't really exist. Unless they choose to play d7 attacking this guy, but then you can jump on b6, I guess. I think it will. Hey, Desi, I'm happy you're here. How's it going? Long time no seen, friends. King f1 makes sense. I would play king f1, but Alireza decided differently. He goes rook a1 and knight b6, which was predictable. Bishop d7 also was predictable, we said, which is practically confined to only a terrible defensive. And now look at this sacrifice. Just look at this crazy stuff Alireza pushes those pawns like a maniac. What do you take? I think you take on c6 with a pawn. Of course you do that. Right? Of course you do that. What is... Yeah, of course he did that. Hey, the board just moves like... Okay, I lost the ground. I'm completely bamboozled here. It just moves way too fast. He's shielding the pawn from the rook. He's gonna promote. Wesley gonna resign in any second. Any second he gonna resign. That's it. Goodbye. You can't stop this guy from promoting. Let's go fast and see the other fabulous game. Fabi, Prague. Who's winning here? White's winning. You got two rooks and bishop. You got checks coming from everywhere. Rook c6, bishop defends. Check again. Where do you go? Move the rook away from being attacked and preparing actually rook d5, forking the king and the queen. That's why queen went away. Okay, he needs to find in 5 seconds something. He stops any pawn coming down. Check again. He wants to go on c6 and then taking that guy. Yes. Yes, that's it. That's it. Goodbye. I think Prague's losing this. Is losing this, right? Rook defended by... Oh, this is so beautiful. Rook defended by the bishop. Obviously, white is killing it here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love these games. I absolutely love them. Blitz number 4, my friends. When is about to start? 8 p.m.? No. Round number 4, 8:30 p.m. Oh, by the way, these guys are going to play until midnight. Crazy. Crazy. All right. Quick puzzle. Black to play here. What is black supposed to do? Do I do check on f3 or something, or do I take this guy for promoting and things? What? Bishop c3. What? Bishop c3, you say? But there is a bishop here. I'm not sure about that bishop c3 you're saying, Step. Maybe there's something else. No, I am the blindest. I'm the champion of the blindest. I think it's, yeah, exactly as you've written and I've said. I think it's something about maybe taking the knight for promoting. I like it. That's good. I like also the fork, but it's not as strong as having a queen, actually. Nothing is as strong as having the queen. At least not now. But maybe, can you have both things? Can you check? Where's the king going? Look, you do the check. I don't know. Is there any... I don't know what to say. Or, I mean, either knight f3 or pawn takes c2. One of these two. Which one is it? You have to take the knight because if you play knight f3, king's gonna take your guy. You're gonna take the rook, but I'm not sure how it's gonna how this is gonna end up in the end. So you better take the knight, threatening queen. If you don't do that, knight f3 would be king takes d3. You're not gonna have any queen. So I'm not sure black's gonna win anything in the end. It's an incredibly tough game. 3 minor pieces versus bishop and rook. This is absolutely not one. This is very difficult to play. So this must be the stuff. Exactly right. Now, my friends, now we can play knight f3. And not because I'm greedy for material, it's just because I'm removing the piece that stops me from promoting. So that's the thinking here. That's, I think, how the reasoning works. Knight f3, check this king, whatever, take the rook off, so you increase chances to get a clean queen. Now you play this. And now you remove the rook so you can get yourself a queen. Okay. Okay, that made sense. It did make sense. It did make sense. That is indeed the case. Thank you for helping. I was not sure. Now that's a check, but there is also queen taken on a2 as a check here. I don't know. It could be a couple of. There is a few things here. There's also this and that. I mean, hell, there's many. But bishop stops the king from running away. So bishop to a4 keeps the king trapped, so to speak. They can't run away after this. Check. They can't move d and then e. So they being kept prisoners here, so to speak. So maybe bishop a4 in the opening, as the first move, and then we take it from there. This guy gonna move. You could have maybe checks here, and if rook, of course, you could take, and it should be bishop a4. Yeah. Thanks for confirming, David. It's good to have a second opinion. Bishop c6. You want to take the queen, which I think is good stuff. But okay. Do we take the queen or do we go for the checkmate? Then we have to see checkmate. Knight c6 also makes sense. Nah, bishop c6, queen b2. Yes, it's not trapped. There's no trapping, nothing. It's got to be bishop a4, guys. It's bishop a4. Has nothing to do with attacking the queen. It has to do with not allowing king escaping. Bishop a4. It has to be bishop a4. Now we can discuss stuff. Now we could say what exactly is going to happen next. Yeah, knight c6 could be... Oh, I got to answer that WhatsApp message a little bit later. Guys, I think knight c6 is a bit slow. Knight c6 is too slow, folks. Right? What's this message? Yeah, okay, we'll answer a bit later. So knight c6 is a bit too slow, guys. No, it's good actually because rook b. Ah, I see now why. I told you guys good. Knight c6 because of queen b8. Of course, because queen b8. Yes, that's it. Cheers to that. Knight c6, that's it. No. Oh, what's this rook coming here? Do I have to take it? Because I play rook b8, this guy's going to check me. And then I'll take. And then queen takes my rook. So I don't know what to say. I think I should probably take. Oh, come on. So if rook b8, you're going to get checked. You'd get checked. And then you take with the knight. And then queen takes your rook. I don't know. And pins the knight. So you have to take the rook, right? I mean, at least you take that one. Because otherwise we're done. Rook d8, knight takes, queen takes, lost the rook, knight is pinned, goodbye. That's guaranteed a loss. Yeah, there was a few. At least you eliminated the threat. So now they will have to take back either of rook or bishop. I don't know which one is it. Then we can debate a bit more what's to do. I don't know. Is it queen here? Is it queen? Oops, is queen here? Queen here? Which one is it? H6? I don't know. Which one is it? I'm not sure. Maybe is knight coming actually, threatening this kind of stuff. A2 and maybe. Cool stuff, guys. Very cool stuff. Thank you, my TikTokers friends. Hello, Forever King. I've read your message now. Doing fine, covering the chess events. Thanks for the message. Let's go to the puzzle now. Okay, white to play. White to play. White to play. So what do they want me to do? If I capture, queen takes, I'm deflecting the queen. Oh, wait a minute, I'm deflecting the queen, queen takes, then bishop captures. Really? Maybe I have to play queen. No. Queen. Yeah, it's good stuff to get a queen away. Then you play queen here to attack the rook. Then they play whatever they play. And there is a trick about double attack here in the back rank. Yes, you take the b2. Black queen takes on b2. You play queen to d5, threatening the rook. They're going to move the rook to safety, sacking the queen. Rook takes, and then you're going to come with rook e8. So it's this. It's this. Okay, now I have to think. Maybe it helps. And now if I'm correct, I should be winning material. No, you're not. It's now working queen f7. It's now working queen f7 now. In that variation step, yes, we just take the bishop and, you know, we're doing absolutely fine. We're doing fine in terms of having one minor piece. But the initial plan was in principle correct, exactly as you said. Bishop b2, queen takes, queen d5. If rook b8, then queen f7. Rook takes and rook e8 back rank. Correct. That's another excellent insights from you. That's exactly the case. And I bet we still have time for another quick puzzle because they are supposed to be starting on 8:30. Okay, so what am I doing actually here? White to play. I need another drink. White to play. There's a back rank. This guy takes check, right? Is there something to do with the f6? It has to do with everything. I think bishop f6, right? For all the good reasons ever. Bishop has to take f6. Or is it check first? One of these two. Could be d8 check, rook takes, rook takes. This guy plays. Maybe bishop f6, and then you play bishop h8, and then checkmate on g7. I don't know. If this thing was physically on the board or online in one of my games, I would take on f6. I keep my rook battery together, and I'll just take on f6. You seem to be f6. Yeah, I'm not sure either, because it could be any craziness here, but I mean, that is what it takes. Do you play this kind of stuff? Doesn't make any sense. I don't think so. Bishop f6. You also having this, maybe? You know, anything's possible. But bishop f6, it improves the control over the d8. You might exploit the other two black squares, after all. Is there anything else? Rook g... Let me look at the crazy rook g7, which doesn't make any sense. Rook g7, king takes. Nah, that doesn't work. Nah. It's either taking an f6 or going d8, guys. That's one of these two. Which one is it, though? Rook d8, rook takes, rook plays. Fine, 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 fine. And then I might be just get... Guys, what if you just have to win the bishop after all? So to speak. So rook plays, rook takes, rook plays. You go, I don't know, f7 with the king, and then you take the bishop. I'm sorry because I'm not very subtle or something. They don't have to take, that is true, but then I have check on the 7th rank with the other rook, right? And I think, I understand they don't have to take rook d8, but then if they move the king, we might have the other check here. Okay, I think it's bishop takes f6. It's bishop f6, because bishop f6 does not allow escaping, and then you go for the back. Bishop f6, what if they drop the other rook? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Then we're going to go right in the corner and deliver g7 checkmate, right? So after all, bishop f6 seems to be. I'm going to go bishop f6, and it's my fault if we don't do it. Okay, I was a little bit correct with your help indeed. So now they chose to play rook e8. So do we go now, guys? Wait, whoa. Do we go rook or do we go bishop h8? Which way do we go, guys? Do we go bishop h8? Or do we go rook g7? There's a check coming. There's a check coming. Okay, I can move g2. True. Rook g7. King's gonna go f8. For sure. And what do you play? Probably bishop h8. Bishop h8, rook e1, king g2. Whatever, rook e2. I'm gonna go h3. But then there is this annoying queen e6. Have you looked at that, guys? So you play bishop h8 for the checkmate on g7, right? Cool. Fine. Rook e1. Where do you go? You go g2. The other rook comes on e2 check. Well, you could go f3. Give her queen for two rooks. Queen h4. No, because after you play queen h4, there is one rook that will take on h2 and you're done. Step. I think you just got checkmated, right? There is a rook on e2. And then that rook on e2 will take h2. And I think that's the end of the story. I think it's a bit more complicated than I'd like it to be, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depends. I'm never accurate, but I'm trying. Rook g7 is a direct king f8. Queen b4. Makes sense. It does make sense. Yeah. So again, if you don't play rook g7, they're gonna execute you with the rook e1 and the other rook e8 over to e2, and I think you're in a bad position. I think you're in a bad position. So rook g7, they go in the corner. I'm gonna play this cover check. I'm gonna win the queen. They go f8. We need to explore queen to b4 check, and it should be okay. Yeah, the Z got it. Queen b4 is the finisher. That's due. That's completely due to his efforts. He did it. Rook g7 because queen b4. And if it's not this, I don't know what is. Queen h8 is too slow. Sorry, bishop h8 is too slow of a plan. It's a nice idea, but it's too slow. Yes. Yep. We correctly identified the issues with rook e1, then rook e8, e2, king h3, queen e6, king h4, rook h2, goodbye. So we did do the right stuff. The danger was visible with that sequence. And now we can explore queen b4. We can explore stuff here. Could it be bishop e7? No, 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 no. It's queen b4. It's queen b4. I was thinking this because queen to f6, but there is a bloody queen here. You're not going to do it. It's queen b4. Yeah, well, luckily we've got two hitters here. So what do I take with? Oh, you have to take with the queen now with the rook because you get into the same sequence. Or not? Well, with the queen, you're winning material. Queen takes, rook takes, and that's it. That's it. You're winning material, and you're going to win the game at some point. If you take with the rook, I'm not sure. It's really getting funny. Check, and then we're going to be discovered. So you have to take with the queen. Bingo. So 5 people in the end can make a GM. Yeah, we do it like a GM. I mean, you guys do it as a GM. So 5 guys like us can make a GM. I guess if we play against the GM, we're going to win. Yeah, we're going to win if we do a rapid. I'm pretty sure they started. I think they, yeah, they did. I think so. Yeah, for some time they did. MV11. Yeah. Shall we look at, not too long ago, but they did start. Who is Hikaru playing against? Fabi? Okay. You guys tell me who you want to start, who you want to say. Okay. None of them castle the king. I think he should castle. He couldn't be bothered, man. He couldn't be bothered with the castling. Oh, finally he castled. I'm just, that's why I always tell the kids, castle that king. Oh, I made the last video about exactly attacking the king which is uncastled. And I got a few tutorials. I don't know what happened with Hikaru. Did they have an issue, these two guys? I know about Neiman and Magnus. They were bitching about all sorts of stuff and things. I don't know about Hikaru Reza. I didn't follow that one. I try to stay away from that. I just want to see the boards and the magnificent chess moves and things. Yeah, so I always tell the kids to castle the king as quickly as they can. So yeah, I made the last video exactly on that. I gave them a few scenarios in which the example shows to prove how dangerous it is in many occasions if you play the game, you're getting into the middle tactics, and your king is right on the e file. Oh, really? Oh, man. Did they have a beef about something? I mean, what was the stuff? I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Normally someone said something and someone has to do reparations. And yeah, that's how the conflicts start. But that's a benign one compared to the more other brutal and bloody conflicts. So yeah. Alireza took a 20 minutes break and performed like a god. Oh, I missed that one. Well, when you do bullet, you might get, it might step on your nerves, the bullet, because you're losing with a completely winning position. You only need to deliver a checkmate, and because it's 1-0, you don't manage to use the very last second, and you're losing with the queen on the board about to checkmate. That happened to me many times. So I guess it gets on your nerves sometimes when you just keep playing the bullet and you're losing a couple of games because you you ran out of time. So in the bullet is very likely to be exactly like this. Hey, taking with the rook on f3 is the most unexpected stuff. I was thinking that maybe you're supposed to take with the knight or something, but I think amongst others you want to take with the rook. They're not being pinned anymore or something. Okay, this is weird looking, like rook f3. Very weird. I guess he wants to double up the rook on the f file or something. I guess. It is a bit weird. Probably he wants to keep the knight for the c4 ideas. So in case this happens, knight takes back naturally, and it looks good, looking good here for white. a7 also hanging. Yeah, okay, Master Hikaru gonna find the right way to be playing it. Let's see what Fabi comes with. Can you increase the stuff here with knight g4? Looking at h2. He's a species in itself. He's its own. He's how do they say in the Latin? This sui generis. He's a league on his own. Nakamura. These guys are just terrifying. There you go, knight g4, and I spent even less seconds than Fabi. Eh? The greatest achievement this evening. I've got knight g4. The greatest achievement I could possibly had. Knight g4 just this evening. So knight f1, kind of like important to happen. Extra defending in case you want to move the knight to actually do some work. Knight hitting the rook on f3. Rook has to move now. Where? I don't know. Rook f2. But then you're going to have this. Oh boy. So you drop rook f2 and then you... Oh my god! Oh no! He gonna lose the rook! There was another fork. And this guy is completely shaky. It doesn't work rook c1 because rook fc8. And you can't defend it twice. And I think Naka just screwed up this. I think he just messed it up. He fecked around with rook f3 stuff. I'm not sure. That rook f3 looked very, very strange. That rook f3 move. I think he was probably supposed to take with the knight or something. That rook f3 actually opened the gates of hell with the knight on d3 and forking everything and stuff. Okay, that was weird. That rook f3 was weird. He didn't feel the right stuff to do. And now he gonna kind of like suffer this game, I guess. Okay, there is a troublesome knight still, but once the rook goes, say, rooks to c2, I'm not sure what you're gonna defend first. Or the rook goes on the first rank and things. I mean, okay, knight to d2, to be expected, I understand. But that doesn't stop rook c1 and some rook going a1, h1, attacking the h, attacking the a. So probably Nakamura gonna lose this one. Probably. It could be even a4 if you take there is a rook in between the two. Okay, I don't know, but probably okay. We'll see about that. We'll see. We'll see. In other words, also rook c2, rook c1 to be explored. Which one is the most devastating one? What about rook c1? A draw? Well, I think Fabi gonna push a bit harder. Don't you think maybe black should be winning here? With the most correct game. With the most correct... What does the Almighty say? Isn't it black supposed to be winning this? If you do stuff in the right way. I don't know what that means, but just saying. It feels like you should have. Maybe. Okay. Look at this weakness. Backward white pawn on e3. Double attack now by the two black rooks. Knight f1. No, that's not a draw, because this last move wins a pawn on a2. And that means a lot. So I think you take on a2, right? Rook c2 takes a2 now. And it's looking increasingly good for black, but also this guy going to be captured, I guess. It could be the biggest enemy of Hikaru's here. It could be the time. It might be just the time. Very defensively played by Fabi. I thought you're supposed to go for the kills. Would just take whatever you can. Okay. If you allow Hikaru to do his dragon dance with the pawns and knights and things, I don't know. I don't know. It's getting weird. I'm not sure. It's difficult to evaluate this objectively with 20, 30 seconds. It's difficult. Yeah, you wouldn't believe that Hikaru actually goes with lower time against a player like Fabi, right? Was positional, take his time, thinks a lot. I don't know, maybe he trained himself to do more bullet recently. At this level, you kind of like need to train yourself on all aspects of chess type of format, classical, rapid, blitz, bullet. You gotta excel at everything, because look, you're getting with 14 seconds on the clock. And then you just blunder everything. Okay, probably a draw. If rook and king versus king and knight, theoretically is a draw, unless your knight is further away from the king and you're getting forked, or the king's in a corner. There is a typical thing. There is a typical loss with knight and king versus king and rook. But no, most of the cases we're talking about a draw. Most of the cases. Probably a draw. Probably a draw. Seven seconds, 9 seconds, 20 seconds. They get an increment of 2 sec per move. Yupiri. Now the rooks are going to disappear. The white rook is going to be traded, I guess. Right? No. Can we? Yeah, he works out a battery. I'm not sure what to say. I still don't know what to say exactly. This is very complicated. Battery here. Rook is forced to go back. I don't know which pawn goes first and why. I'm pretty sure neither of them managed to cover all the consequences. G5. Oh man, you couldn't have taken the knight, was pinned. Ah, you're pushing. King takes, you lose. That is why I said that. Look at this. I think Fabi wins. You take. Okay, Fabi wins. It's not Hikaru's best evening. It's not. What do you do, man? It's not Hikaru's best. Okay, you can't take the pawn because knight taken. That's it. What's he doing? I'm sorry, but this is, I think, totally winning for black now. Knight can't take because it's pinned. King can't take because you lose the knight, and that was it. So I think Hikaru gonna lose this game. I don't know what the heck happens because the board again is frozen. Move number 61, G2. I can't see a damn thing. Okay, let me check the... Yeah, black one. Black one, my friends. Hikaru lost. He might have won at some point. It was very, very complicated. He did win. He did win. Fabi win. Hikaru lost another game. It's not Hikaru's best evening, fellas. It is not Hikaru's best evening ever. It's not. It's not. He's not in his maximum shape. Guys, we're going to have to call it a day. or my wife's gonna skin me. I think she's gonna do that anyway. But yeah, just try to save whatever I can. All right, fellas. So I'll see you, Ben, maybe tomorrow after the summer camp. I'll be returning with another live coverage or doing your special games against the title players. I think that one definitely. Thank you very much, Daisy, Step, Mosen. Totally appreciate, guys. I hope I haven't missed anyone. And Forever King on the TikTok, I think. There were some TikTok friends. So thank you to all of you guys and see you soon. Cheers.